Ever been so hung up on someone, you forget you have a life? It's like your entire world revolves around them and everything else just fades into the background. You start to lose track of time, your hobbies, and even your friends. It's as if you're living in a bubble where only that person exists. Yeah, we've all been there. It's a universal experience, something that connects us all. But while it might seem harmless at first, it can quickly spiral out of control. Relationship obsession, my friends, is a real buzzkill. It drains your energy, your joy, and your sense of self. You start to question your worth and wonder why you're not enough. It's like that annoying song stuck in your head, but instead of music, it's your crush doing, well, anything. Every little thing they do becomes a big deal in your mind, and you can't seem to shake it off. Obsession tricks you into thinking about someone 24/7. You find yourself daydreaming about them, doodling their name and getting distracted at work or school. It's like your brain is on a loop, constantly replaying moments and imagining scenarios. Suddenly they're the main character and you're just there. Your own life takes a back seat and you start to feel like a supporting actor in your own story. It's like watching their Instagram stories on repeat and expecting a different ending. You keep hoping for a sign, a message, or anything that shows they feel the same way. Newsflash, it ain't gonna happen. Obsession blinds you to reality, making you hold on to false hope and unrealistic expectations. Obsession isn't cute or romantic, it's toxic and unhealthy. It creates unnecessary drama and tension, not just with the person you're obsessed with, but also with those around you. It's a one-way ticket to crazy town. You end up feeling anxious, stressed, and emotionally drained. It's a vicious cycle that's hard to break. You deserve better than to be a prisoner of your own thoughts. It's time to reclaim your life and focus on what truly matters. Time to break free, my friend. Surround yourself with positive influences. Engage in activities that make you happy. And remember that you are enough just as you are. Love should uplift you, not weigh you down. So take a deep breath, let go of the obsession, and embrace the freedom that comes with self-love and acceptance. Remember that time you spent hours analyzing a single text message? No? Just me? Well, maybe it's more common than we think. We all have those moments where we dive deep into the abyss of overthinking, especially when it comes to matters of the heart. Okay, moving on. Obsession loves to play mind games. It tricks you into believing that every little detail holds a hidden meaning, a secret code waiting to be cracked. Suddenly, you're starring in your own romantic comedy, except it's more like a psychological thriller. The plot twists are endless and the suspense is unbearable. You become the detective in your own love story, searching for clues that might not even exist. You overanalyze every interaction, every word, every emoji. A simple smiley face can send you spiraling into a daydream of future dates and romantic getaways. A simple hey becomes a marriage proposal in your head. You start planning your wedding, picking out baby names and imagining your life together. Spoiler alert, it's probably just a hey. No hidden meanings, no secret messages, just a casual greeting. This isn't love, it's a mental cage of your own making. You're trapped in a cycle of overthinking and obsession, unable to break free. You're so busy building castles in the sky, you forget to lay the foundation for a real relationship. You get lost in your fantasies, neglecting the reality of the situation. And trust me, castles built on obsession crumble faster than a bad Tinder date. It's time to step out of your head and into the real world. Focus on genuine connections, meaningful conversations, and building a relationship based on trust and understanding. Only then can you escape the mental cage and find true love. Obsession is like wearing beer goggles, but for your heart. You ignore all the red flags, all the warning signs, because hey, at least you're not alone, right? Wrong. You deserve someone who wants to be with you, not someone you have to convince yourself to want. When you're obsessed, you miss the obvious. They're just not that into you, and that's okay. It's time to take off those rose-colored glasses and see things for what they really are. Reality might sting a little, but it's way better than living in a fantasy world. Step 1 to overcoming obsession: admit you have a problem. Congrats, you're already here. Now let's break those obsessive thought patterns. Think of it like quitting smoking, but instead of cigarettes, it's your ex's Instagram feed. Limit contact. Unfollow, unfriend, block, whatever it takes. You can't quit cold turkey if you're still sneaking a puff every 5 minutes. Find new distractions. Remember those hobbies you abandoned? It's time for their comeback tour. Get a life so interesting you forget you had time to be obsessed in the first place. Even ancient philosophers knew a thing or two about heartbreak. They spent countless hours pondering the human condition, trying to understand the complexities of our emotions and relationships. Their wisdom has been passed down through the ages, offering us guidance in times of distress. Stoicism, my friend, is the antidote to obsession. This ancient philosophy teaches us to focus on what we can control and to let go of what we cannot. By practicing Stoicism, we can find peace and clarity in the midst of emotional turmoil. As Epictetus said, there is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will. This profound statement reminds us that our happiness is within our control, and it is up to us to choose how we respond to life's challenges. You can't control how someone feels about you. No matter how much you care for someone, their feelings are their own. Trying to change their mind or win their affection can lead to frustration and heartache. What you can control is your reaction. By taking a deep breath and focusing on your own well-being, you can navigate through difficult emotions with grace and resilience. So choose not to give AF*CC. This doesn't mean being indifferent or callous, but rather prioritizing your own mental and emotional health. It's about setting boundaries and not letting others' opinions dictate your happiness. Not in a heartless way, but in a "I'm going to focus on what I can control" kind of way. Channel your energy into productive activities, set goals, and work towards achieving them. This shift in focus can help you regain a sense of purpose and direction. Obsessing over someone who doesn't feel the same way is like carrying around a heavy backpack full of rocks, totally pointless and self-inflicted pain. Each moment spent dwelling on unrequited love adds to the weight, making it harder to move forward. Time to ditch the baggage and travel light. Let go of the emotional burdens that are holding you back. Embrace the freedom that comes with releasing what no longer serves you. By doing so, you'll find that the journey ahead is much more enjoyable and fulfilling. Being single isn't a disease, it's an opportunity. It's time to rediscover yourself, pursue your passions, and enjoy the freedom that comes with being unattached. Go on adventures, try new things, and learn to love your own company. The best way to attract a healthy relationship is to be a whole and happy person on your own. So go ahead, embrace the single life. You might just surprise yourself with how much you enjoy it. We've all been there, my friend. Share your own tales of relationship obsession in the comments below. Let's laugh, cry, and support each other through this crazy thing called love, or whatever this is. Your story might just be the thing that helps someone else break free from their own obsessive thoughts. Plus, misery loves company, right? Don't miss out on more life-changing advice, hilarious anecdotes, and questionable coping mechanisms. Subscribe to my channel for a weekly dose of "I've totally been there" wisdom. Because let's face it, life's too short to be miserable and obsessed. Let's figure this thing out together, one awkward dating story at a time.